So today we have two very newsworthy stories to talk about in the world of the Counter-Strike markets, Counter-Strike investing, Counter-Strike, money stuff going on. And I wanted to group them both together because I know some people have talked about, oh, hey, they'd like to see me cover more topics in an individual video and stuff like that. But also they both revolve around Katowice 2014 stickers, some of the most expensive and iconic items in the entire game. So we can kind of tie this all together. Today we're going to be talking about an update on the X-Mercy bet, the $8,000 bet of a Cato 14 sticker that he has on the line. But then also we're going to be talking about one of the most expensive and insane crafting sessions of Cato 14 stickers that's ever happened, ever. So this should be a very crazy video. Today's video is sponsored by Pirate Swap, an automated CS2 trading platform where you can turn your skins into new ones simple and easy. All you have to do is click on the skins that you want to get rid of and then click on the new skins that you want to own and select confirm trade. It's that simple, it's that easy. And Pirate Swap has an amazing collection of skins, so you will definitely be able to find something that you like. And if you use the discount code GERM on Pirate Swap today, you're actually going to be able to claim a free $10 bonus and be able to get a 35% deposit bonus as well. So it's an awesome site with awesome features offering you an amazing discount. So there's no reason to not go check out Pirate Swap with that first link in the description below today. And thank you to them for sponsoring this video. So first I want to start out with obviously the X-Mercy update of what is going on with him and his Hellraiser Cato 14 Hollow that he has decided to bet it is on the line. He tweeted out this yesterday, I believe. He said, tomorrow is the last chance to get a major update in March. Can this man save my Hellraiser Hollow 2014? And again, just to catch you guys up to speed, X-Mercy, this was just a couple weeks ago. This is actually in the middle of March. He decided to bet against one of Zipple's friends or somebody related to Zipple somehow, something like that. He decided to bet a Hellraiser Cato 14 Hollow, about $8,000, between $8,000 and $9,000 worth of sticker, I do believe, against the other guy, that we would get a major update at some point in March. Now, again, at the time, I thought this was a little bit crazy, and I even said that I didn't think X-Mercy was necessarily making a great bet. One, because it was already like the middle of March. There was only like 2 weeks left in March, so he had a very small time frame. And also, based on what I was seeing and some of the data and the different things I had looked at, to me, it seemed more likely. I do think a big update is coming soon, so I don't think he's like totally off. I didn't think it was way off beat or anything like that, but I did think it seemed more likely that if we were going to be getting a big update, it would come in April. It does seem like most often, obviously stuff happens all the time. Valve's going to do whatever they want to do. They change things up. They're very unpredictable, but and that's maybe another reason why this bet was a horrible idea, because Valve can be unpredictable. But if you want to put some money online, want to make things more interesting, whatever, I'm not necessarily opposed to gambling, risk and stuff, whatever. I think everyone's adults, they can do whatever they want. That's fine. But I would have been on the side of, I think a new update is coming in April. I do think an update's coming. I just didn't necessarily think it was going to come in March. And if I was going to put, $8,000 on the line or whatever, I would want to have at least a full month of March. I wouldn't have just wanted 2 weeks in March. But obviously, it is now March 31st, and it does not seem like a big update is coming. We had a few scares and a few interesting things along the way. We did have, at one point, 3 Clicks Phillips said he was on vacation or he was traveling or something, so people thought, hey, maybe something's coming soon. We also got some, like updates to the files and different dev things going on. Valve even dropped a very tiny update to CS2 where they added, community workshop missing link charms and stuff like that. But obviously, we did not get a big update, which does make it seem like X-Mercy is obviously going to be losing one of these Hellraisers Cato 14 Hollows, which again, this is very crazy. He did add this yesterday as well, and he's kind of getting ready to lose one of these, so he's telling his story, saying his goodbyes, all that stuff. A little story behind this HR sticker that I bet, hoping for a CS2 update in March. It made me 1,300% profit from $600 to $8,000. He says back in 2018, he started investing in Cato 14 Hollow stickers. Again, they were already 4 years old at that time. They were already somewhat hard to find, so I spent months trying to find some Vox Hollow stickers by tracking down all the owners from the CSGO Exchange database, since it was possible to track sticker owners at the time. It would be pretty crazy if we could do stuff like that now. Maybe it'd be bad. Maybe scammers would take advantage of it or something. I don't know, but it'd be cool. I managed to acquire 9 Vox Hollows, making me the #1 holder by far at that time. Long story short, after a few years, the trade lock market crash destroyed prices, but not Cato 14 Hollows. They held their value quite well, barely going down, but then I saw a new opportunity. CS Money had 18 Hellraiser Hollows stuck on their bots. Catos had been forgotten in a long bear market, so nobody wanted them, and the trade site algorithm kept lowering the prices frequently, so he went all in. He traded 9 Vox Hollow 2014s for 18 Hellraiser Hollow 14s and 2 Dignitas Hollow 2014s. Each Hellraiser was around $600, which seemed ridiculous to me, and since this was basically the entire supply of Hellraiser Hollows on the market, I would effectively control it and take them out of circulation. So he held on to them for 7 years up until today. HR is one of his favorite stickers. It has a unique theme that makes it stand out in crafts, plus the burning flame effect shifts when you move it, which he finds really dope, and it used to be quite demanded for crafts. He's made some trades, sold a few, and rebought others, but my overall goal was and is to hold on to them for the long term, because to me, Cattle 14 stickers are the gold of CS. Nowadays, I still have some Cattle 14 stickers and a few Hellraisers, but way less than 18, unfortunately. And again, this is just a crazy screenshot showing all the Hellraiser Cattle 14 hollows he had, and also, Dragon Lore, a Stat Trek Butterfly Knife, Rubies, a Vulcan, a Glock 18 Fade, just a really sick inventory. But all those Hellraisers plus a Dignitas, iconic screenshot. So obviously it does make it probably a little bit easier to stomach the fact that he got this for around $600 in terms of value. Yes, it ran all the way up to 8,000, but you could say, if you're coping really hard, you could say, hey, he's not losing all 8,000 in this bet, he's only losing 600. But I don't really think that's how things work. I think you lose whatever the value is at the time. But one thing for me in terms of one thing I'm regretting a little bit is I wish that I would have considered taking this bet. I do wish I would have thought about this a little bit more. Ultimately, I don't think I would have ended up doing it anyway. I think 8,000 is just a little bit out of my price range right now, but I am thinking that, man, this would have been insane content. This would have been great for my channel. This would have been great for viewership. At the very worst, $8,000 could have been a business expense or a way to get my name and my channel and everything out there. Like, me doing crazy challenges and stuff like this, I do really think is something that could help take my channel, my content to the next level. And again, even at the time when I recorded the video talking about this, I did say I thought it was a bad bet for X Mercy, and I would have been on the other side of things. And like I said, I do think 8,000 is probably just a little bit outside of my price range right now. Maybe as I get bigger, I can consider doing more crazy, ridiculous things like this. But just going forward in the future, my channel has had some really cool growth. We're doing a lot of cool things here. We're getting some nice viewership. I'm really happy with a lot of things, but I do want to continue to try and push things and take my channel to the next level and do bigger and crazier stuff. And I do think, at least considering this, I didn't really even think about it at all, but when he was asking who would want to take this bet against him, I think this would have been a really cool and easy way to get my name out there a little bit more. And hey, at the end of the day, yeah, I might lose some money, but money's something we can make back. Money comes and goes. It is what it is. But yeah, this would have been crazy. I would have loved to have been a part of this. I do think I missed out a little bit, and I don't know. This was a huge content opportunity that, like I said, I don't know if I would have ultimately pulled the trigger on it, but I wish I would have just at least considered it a little bit further, and maybe I'll be a part of some of this big stuff in the future. But yeah, it doesn't seem like we're getting a big CS2 update in March. Seems like X Mercy is going to lose $8,000 to some anonymous Zipple guy. I wish that guy wasn't anonymous either. It makes the whole thing a little bit more lame. $8,000 isn't something that people are going to be like tracking him down or finding out who he is or anything like that. So I don't know, a little bit less exciting than it could have been, but down goes X Mercy, down goes his Cato Hellraisers 2014 Hollow, down goes $8,000, but still really cool. And I think I do like that people are doing stuff like this and making some content, some entertaining stuff, and giving a sweat to the community. Now, the other story I want to talk about today is this. We had a streamer, a creator, whatever, doing something very insane also with Cato 14 Hollows. $450,000 was going to be applied on crafts, thanks to Metao for sourcing and middlemaning the stickers. Crafts will happen in a few hours live on Evie Lone's stream. I don't really know who this guy is, but apparently, somebody big. And 500K in CS versus a Chateau in France. You can see here's what he ultimately ended up coming up with, and we can check these out. $450,000 applied onto an Op Gunganir, an AK-47 Wild Lotus, and an AK-47 Inheritance. Now, this was very crazy. I don't know if I can find the screenshot of when he had just bought all the stuff. We can take a look at it in-game as well. But yeah, so here's what he has. He has 4 not as Vincier Cato 14 hollows. He has 4 Titan hollows and 4 iBuy Power hollows. And he was going to be putting them on the Gunganir, the Wild Lotus, and the AK-47 Inheritance. And like I said, this is what he ultimately came up with. Now, out of these crafts, I really don't like the AK-47 Wild Lotus. I think the Titan hollows on the Wild Lotus look really bad. It looks really chaotic. It clashes so hard. It kind of hurts my eyes to look at it. I don't really like it. The iBuy Power Gunganir, I do kind of like. I think the red and blue goes together a lot better than the green, red, and blue on the Wild Lotus. And then the AK-47 Inheritance, it's just kind of the mid one for me here. I think the Gunganir is my favorite. I think the AK Inheritance is my second favorite, and I think the Wild Lotus is my least favorite. But I do like the Gunganir and the Inheritance. I think they're both very cool crafts. And again, this is just so much money being applied. And these are all very iconic skins. But I think, for any of us on lower budgets or in the smaller markets, or even people could potentially getting into Catos, I think there is a takeaway here that as Valve continues to create new content and add new skins, the AK-47 Inheritance, something from the Kilowatt collection, something new coming out. If they keep making new cool skins and doing cool things, it will actually incentivize people to continue to craft and do dope stuff like this, and that will help the overall sticker market. Again, everyone who right now holds any Cato 14 stickers, they love seeing stuff like this. They love that there's 4 less iBuy Powers out there. They love that there's 4 less Titan Hollows out there. They love that there's 4 less Not As Vincier Hollows out there. And honestly, this is making me want to buy some Cato 14 stickers, talking about, X Mercy and him talking about Cato 14s being the gold of CS and talking about how much money he made off them, and then seeing people crafting with them. If we are getting some new content sometime soon, whether it's new stickers or new collections in the armory, or whether it's a new case or whatever, if we do get some new cool skins, because I know that there's very, very talented people in the CS2 community who are going to create some super dope stuff, I think it's going to continue to make people keep crafting, whether it is Cato 14s or Cato 15s or DreamHack 14s. Modern stickers are in a trash state right now. Copenhagen, Shanghai, Paris, all this stuff. I'm staying the heck away, but I still think there's very, very big opportunities for people to continue crafting and making really dope stuff like this. Maybe you think it's ugly, maybe you think it's stupid, whatever, but these are all 3 now very, extremely, insanely iconic skins, iconic crafts. I know they said, he streamed it, obviously, and streamer Evilone just applied $450,000 worth of Cato 14 stickers, the first and biggest CS2 live craft in history, reaching around 100K viewers. So, there is a viewership base for this. There is people who care about this. There's people who love this. And like I said, these are all now historic, iconic, instantly, famous skins that will go down in CS history. This is truly a historic day in CS history for this much money of stickers to be having bought and crafted on these weapons. And 3 insane weapons. The Inheritance is very cool. The Gungnir is very cool. The Wild Lotus, very cool. Awesome stuff. And I think this is going to hopefully inspire more people to keep doing stuff like this. Obviously, maybe not add to this level, but there's some crazy possibilities out there. And, I own some stickers. I own some Cato 15s. I own some DreamHack 14s. I don't own any Cato 14s. I want to. Maybe I should own some more. Like I said, I'm considering buying some now, probably. Maybe I will. I don't know. I should have some if I'm going to be a collector, investor, and all that stuff. But very, very cool. And like I said, just 2 really huge, really interesting, really newsworthy, noteworthy stories going on in the CS world today, both involving, I guess, just coincidentally, Cato 14s. But yeah, cool stuff going on. Wanted to bring it to you guys. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.